Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Her
another episode of Time.
background.
I didn't get that. What?
Her background is still power.
Oh, my
Oh,
bad. That's
all right,
fine.
all right.
I got it. No.
That being said, we shall be discussing Snowfall with season 6, episode 6. Everything must end. As we discuss the ending of a great character. So let's get to that. Jamani, what did you think of this episode, sir?
This is another great episode from another great show. I just wish we could have gotten a little bit more Jerome in the episode. You know, we got a lot of them, I guess, in the previous episode 5, but it being his last episode, I thought he would have,
Been more prominent.
yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, he did a great job. And I was just, man, now like you can feel the weight of everything, and you can see that Franklin is stupid. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, he is not a chess player at all. Like, I saw that was what was gonna happen when he started the chain of events at the beginning of last season. And I'm like, I mean, not the beginning of last season, but the end of last
finale
season.
when he says
Yeah.
it was Louis.
Yeah, and I'm like, what this is gonna end up being. So why are you now surprised? I
think if I may, I think it was the extent. If Kane would have murdered Louis and been done with it, I think he would have been okay with it. He was okay with it until he's like, she's about to get gang raped. He was like, I can't do that, bro. Like, he remembers when that boy got raped in season 1, which I never forgot. And like, so he knows how that turns out. So he was like, I can't do this. But when he was like, just ask for a quick death, he meant that. So it wasn't like he's like, oh my God, Kane is gonna kill my auntie. He was like, I can't have her getting ran through. I mean, that's damn. So,
I'm saying you. I know that that's not what he wanted, but I'm like, you always know that that's an option, and I'm like,
gang rape is always an option. Like,
that is not an option.
Saying that when you're turning somebody over to somebody else, you know that there's nothing off the table. They try
for a woman, absolutely. That's always.
I don't, Jerome. I don't think it'll be in the top 10 though, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I can't like.
It's like 2 or 3. Yeah, it is.
All right.
I agree with Jerome.
All right.
Is she a red bone too? Come on.
You so.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. A lot of colorism.
Red bone. She look
like Viola Davis.
She was red. I thought
something was wrong with my contrast. I was like, is my contrast off? I was like, hold on.
Like red bone. What the fuck are you talking about?
Brand new definition. And then it came from a lighter skinned nigga that said that about.
He's like, wait.
He's lighter than her. Call her red bone. Like, nigga.
What? It don't make any sense. I was like, what? I was like, have I been missing her this whole time? I was like, what?
I know, right?
I was very confused.
Nicki Minaj has a new song out, and she's talking about she doesn't
bone?
mess with horses since Christopher Reeves, and I agree with the same thing. And I'm like, I was like, I would have expected her to be way more injured than falling off a horse than the way she was with gunshots going or whatever. But
she's likely.
I guess I guess she rides horse. She knows how to fall off a horse or something. I don't know, but yeah,
a lot of convenience. She got her ass whooped later. They're like, we need you to be mobile until you get, to torture. I mean, you will be hurt by the end of this episode. Make no doubt.
But yeah, I'm like, he gets. I like the way that they sequence the episode. I should say that they got all of the stuff out of the way at the beginning that had nothing to do with this, so that we get the meat at the end, all of the Teddy and the Ruben stuff and the Gustavo and everything. All of that stuff got put out of the way so that everything could be handled later on, and it fit very well. It was brilliant sequencing in the writing of that. I don't think Gustavo's gonna. I don't see it playing out very well for him. Like, he's relying on Franklin. And I'm like, Franklin's saying, if you want me to kill him, that's a promise that I definitely can keep. After what has happened, I don't think that's a promise he can keep. Because if Teddy has a gun to his mother's head after already losing Jerome, I think he would give up Gustavo. He would let Teddy go or give up Gustavo to save his mother, or to save V, or to save V and the baby.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't. V might have chose to get on the plane and go with him, but she ain't there mentally. She's just there physically.
She's not. She just said what she needed to say to cover her ass in that moment.
Oh, so y'all think she was just lying because she's more scared of Franklin in that situation?
Absolutely.
All right. I was about to say the only person who made a good decision in this episode was the mama.
Yeah. To me, the mother made the best decision,
right?
But I understand why V did it. She was scared. So
all right.
You gotta do.
All right. Then she should be like, save me.
She
like with right, exactly.
But would you want a woman who left you in a jail to save you?
Sure.
Like
I hear you, but also she gotta be like, I need me and my child to be okay, because this dude is definitely gonna end up murdered or in jail.
But you don't do that in front of him. You wait till he's somewhere else,
right?
And skedaddle.
That's why I'm
in the cover of night.
Gonna move that money. She's gonna move that money to a little small account under a bogus name, and then she's gonna tiptoe out the house. I'll be back in a minute. I got a doctor's appointment. I'll go with you. No, stay here, hun. I'll be back. And she ain't never coming back.
She already did that. And last season, she called her mother before she even told Franklin about anything. So she already puts her plans in place before she tells him about it. So I can see her setting something up and then Franklin finding out about it and being like, oh, she's been gone a few days.
Damn it. I got robbed again. I was like, it's called alimony.
By the way, it ain't your baby.
Oh,
wow.
I was about to, hey, we'll talk about that.
A real red bone.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that
with the hazel eyes and everything.
When we talk about Swarm, I was like, oh damn, Franklin, I know you had it like that. It was a lot going on.
He got it good. I was not happy.
I was like, hurt my stomach. Anyway,
hurt your stomach?
The whole Teddy thing. With the whole him telling his ex-wife or baby mother, I'm like, that was just, so we're just writing them off from here on out.
Yeah.
Like Franklin had no contingency plan for them. Like it was an empty threat.
Because he made no effort. Like, oh shit, he had to know what was going to happen when he threatened them in the first place. So he has enough sense to know that that's not going to happen. He should have started with them. Also, to your point, Teddy's a piece of shit, because I have a thing about, fathers leaving their kids. So for him to be like, I have nothing in this world but you, Carissa. She's like, oh, wow, you make me so happy. Motherfucker, you got a child. You got a son who would love to see your bitch ass. But you too busy trying to play spy and fuck this fucking random woman who also had a husband who fucking got murdered. Like, let's not act like y'all just single lovers in Tehran or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you, Teddy. I was like, he needs to be murdered today for trying to leave his kid. Also, you never saw.
He's always been a piece of shit.
As a father,
know that.
He tried, but season 1, he made an effort trying to be dad. He made an effort, but like at this point, I'm like, fuck you, because he was just too caught up in the game. But to be like, oh girl, I have nothing but you, baby. You are.
Well, he got blinded by his ambition. So the money and the power. So yeah.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up, and we'll get to those Tommy lyrics in a minute. I was like, damn it. I was like, anyway. All right, Stacey, what you got?
Rest in peace, Jerome. I thought Leon was gonna get it too at one point.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, because they got to speed this up.
Yeah, all this is Franklin's fault. All this is Franklin's fault. I know I saw plenty of reviews like, "Oh, it's Louis." No, Franklin did this shit. It's all his fault. The whole pimp thing was it was too much.
I loved it.
I was like, why is he so extra? Like,
thank you, Stacey. I hated that part. I hated it.
Slickback. It's a pimp named Slickback. I was like, where is fucking
and the hair?
Cat Williams. Where's Cat Williams when you need him?
It was everything: the hair, the clothes, the mannerisms,
the touching of himself.
He's like, oh, they pay for the inside, not the outside. I was just like disgusted.
Yes,
that was the point.
Thing was like, but he did say he was gonna wear condoms, so 2 points for
yes,
rapey.
Respect.
Not really the word I would use, but okay. Yeah, that was weird. What else? No,
okay,
that's all I got for now.
Okay, you work on that. Let's go to Kim. Kim, what did you think of this episode, please?
Okay, I got to go straight to the pimp thing. Okay, for one, he was just gross. Everything about him was gross. His clothes were gross. He was gross. His talking was gross. And then when Louis read him, I'm sorry, Louis has been a pain in my ass for like the last couple of episodes, but I love that she read him.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, bitch. If you're gonna die telling them that you don't give a actual fuck and let them know that they're pieces of shit, just like she is, right? So nobody's better than anybody in this room. But I love that she read him, right? So yeah, I felt this is the thing. I have like this love-hate relationship for Louis. Because you kind of understand what her plight is, right? Yeah. You kind of understand what her plight is, but you also have to understand if you love Jerome as much as you say you love Jerome, when he said, I'm out, you should have been like, I'm right behind you. You know what I'm saying?
She should have told him to leave and go to Jamaica. If she needed time, she'd be like, okay, babe, I know you got to go. Go ahead and go. And then I'll deal with whatever I got going on.
I mean, she kind of said that, but for him, it was more hurtful for her to say that. He wanted her to be like, okay, if you're out, I'm out. We got to go together. You know what I'm saying? Like they've done everything together. And so he was hurt by that, but we know that he still loved her.
Think she was going to like, okay, I'm just going to drop everything.
I think he did. I think he thought that Louis loved him enough to say, you know what? I'm gonna go with you. I know I did. I really thought that, and I think
he wanted to believe it.
He
knew better. Like he wanted to, but he was like, because he just would have left. Like he would have been like, I'm in Jamaica. I leave you a note. Like I'm like, I'm out because what I'm not doing is deal with your shit. But she was like,
is Jamaica the place you want to go to get away from like
no.
Also, I thought about that.
Maybe in the 80s, maybe, but. Yeah, I don't know. But he wanted, I mean, Black people always say they want to go to Jamaica for some goddamn reason. But anyway,
I don't know.
Just like they always want
to go.
And they want to go to Aruba. I'm like, I've been to Aruba. You could save your freaking money, okay? No. Anyway, so I really, like I said, I had a love-hate relationship with her, but Jerome's whole plight this whole season has had me in tears. I love this character. I love this actor, Jerome, and the actor. And I'm sorry, I don't even know his real name, but I love him. I think he did a phenomenal job. He has done Franklin. Don't get me wrong. Franklin is number 2 to that, right? And then I would say we got to go to Teddy because I actually hate Teddy. I actually hate that man, and so that man actually did a really good job as that character. Where I actually really hate him. So I thought he did really well. And Franklin is just, I want Franklin to die. And the reason he needs to die is because all of this, and what got me was when he was sitting there and he was like, Unc. I was like, nigga, did you not understand that this was real? Like people were gonna die from your bullshit.
Yeah.
Like you did this.
Interesting, they didn't have like vests and stuff. Like y'all got money.
They never have vests. They never have vests. Like it doesn't make sense. Like y'all about to go into war. Like you need to have some materials. Like because people are going to shoot back at you. Like that's
even the prisoners on Mayor of Kingstown made the little vest.
Right. Oh, we'll talk about that after.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah. I felt like and I was glad that he was hurt like that, but I don't think that he's hurt enough to stop the madness, right? So yeah, that's where Franklin is all fucked up. So I'm pretty pissed off at Franklin right now.
He's still alive. They're gonna sprinkle some crack on him and he'll just get up.
No,
this is Power Book 2. I would be like, we'll see him next season.
But no, I want to see when Sissy finds out her brother is dead. Oh my God, I just need to. If she doesn't slap the shit out of Franklin, I would love to do it for her. because she nearly needs to slap the shit out of him. Because her brother didn't need to die. And then Louis too. Louis needs to be punched actually in the face because her brother died saving Louis. And I said that in the beginning of the season. I said it that he was gonna die.
We appreciate your predictions.
Yes,
why didn't Louis want to give up the cop so bad? I didn't understand that.
So I said the same thing, but like she said, he would have killed her immediately. He said that. Like once I get what I want.
Well, I'd rather you kill me immediately than have this little permed up Negro having sex with me.
At that point. Once I saw raping was coming, he should have been like, "Oh boy is over here." Like just this. But at that point, I think she still would have been raped because he already.
But even if you said, okay, 1, 2, 3 Main Street, they still got to go and confirm and get the dude and do all this stuff. Like it's not like they're gonna like say, "Oh, he's over here." Okay, pal. I don't think it was gonna go down like that.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah,
and the cop was like smoking his crack. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This he is gone.
He is
I'm
gone.
not about to get branded for this shit. Just go ahead, shoot.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm done.
All right, Chris, what you got?
Hey, yeah, so it was really sad to see Jerome go. Day one character. It was just I still keep remembering the old photo of the entire cast, with Jerome like kind of like hugging up on John Singleton, you know what I mean? Like, from that infamous photo. So I don't know. It's like kind of it was kind of like losing like a family member in a way, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, well, yeah, because I didn't like him at first. I didn't like him. I was just like, he slowly grew on me a little bit, you know what I mean? But yeah, so it was really sad to kind of see him go. However, I love the iconic moment that he had with him and his nephew, him and Franklin at the very end, teaming up one last time. It was like Fast and Furious. It was like Vin Diesel and Paul Walker when they were both shooting at the same time. I was like, okay, so one of these guys going to go. I was like, no, like the way they did it, it was so symbolic. Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I was like, that's a screenshot right there. That's the screenshot.
That's for the IG because one of y'all.
It was so cool. That I was like, oh damn, someone ain't making it. But no, I mean, I really hated Louie in this episode. I really hated her. I mean, the actress I think is great. Everything that she said to him, in my opinion, was wrong in the sense of to Jerome, when Jerome was basically saying like why he wanted to be out. And okay, I understand she's trying to have something of her own, but holy shit, man, you're talking about something that is like literally going to put everybody's lives at stake, just because everyone is winking at you. Like, come on, dude, there's a lot of stuff you could do as a strong Black woman. That one as a drug queen, like, nah, man, especially when you know that your man don't really want to get out of this, you know what I mean? So I didn't like that. I mean, yes, it was. I mean, Franklin obviously is to blame, but her saying that pissed me off. Saying it's your fault at Franklin at the end pissed me off because I'm like, nah, bitch, it was your fault. It's your fault. Like he told you a long time ago he wanted to be out. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I mean, you're fine. Franklin, I started it, but at the same time, you went on board with it as well. You know what I mean? And he just followed you. Jerome just followed you because he loves you. You know what I mean? So it pissed me off when Louis was over there like doing that. I wanted if it came out of someone else's mouth, if Leon said that to Franklin, okay. But the fact that Louis said it pissed me off because it was both of those niggas' fault, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But it's both of them, in my opinion. So yeah, just But I did love the fact that you could obviously tell that Franklin still loved his uncle at the end. When he said, you just saw the tears just rolling. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? So that was good. That Trojan horse thing, they saw a little thing from Games of London. Remember the first episode last season? Where he said, hey, I'm gonna go get some of the store. You want to come with me? Come on, let's go. And it's like, no, I'm good. It's like, you sure? All right, man.
Yeah, that was
nice
good.
Knowing you.
That
nice
guy knew what was
you.
happening. He knew what was happening.
I was like,
left.
oh shit, I've seen this before. I was like,
Yeah,
that was good. I do think Peaches will be at the funeral.
Wow, you are holding out for Peaches, aren't you?
Peaches coming out at that funeral. I'm just saying.
Riddle with
I personally, no joke, okay, because I'm a huge Paige Kennedy fan. So seeing Paige Kennedy come out as Pimp Percy in this, I was like, oh hell yeah! I was like, that was the shit, and it reminded me of like literally going up to my grandma's in Detroit when I was little and seeing niggas literally just like that. So it was like, I was like, oh my God, that is such a throwback. And the fact they had Paige Kennedy play him, play a dude like that, I was like, okay. I was like, good job. You know what I mean?
Who
so
this is? I did not recognize him.
Yeah. So yeah, so I, what else? There was something else.
Oh my God, I didn't know that was him.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Wow, he looked completely. I did not at all recognize him.
The reason why I could
him
kind of
being chunky. He's small now, I guess.
Yeah, well, no, because usually he's like big. He's like usually muscular, but anyway,
yeah, with a bald head.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Even though he didn't do much in this episode, I would say it was kind of cool to see Scully at least being loyal. You know what I mean? Loyal to his peoples. You know what I mean? So he was at least there.
And he was upset about what was going on. Like
he didn't really do shit, but yeah.
Also, he was working with the people who murdered his family, so that's a lot.
That's a lot, right?
I mean, that's huge.
Because Leon didn't want to even make eye contact. Let's notice that. When I watched it again, he was like, yeah, I killed your daughter, boy. Let's work together and try to help. The woman who killed the rest of your family. Because
that's why I thought he was dead too.
Yeah, I was like, nah, buddy, you're not walking away from this one. Like, since we're murdering people. Oh, Leon didn't get it either. Sorry.
And I honestly think Ruben would be. I mean, obviously everyone knows Teddy cannot be trusted at all. I mean, for one, Ruben kind of put himself in this situation in the sense of like he knew someone was hiding in his closet and shit like that. But anyway, I feel like for his him and his was his boyfriend or husband, whoever the hell he is, at least link up with Teddy, at least for now, right? Link him up. This is not someone you want to be on the opposite side of. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, you a killer, but he's a better killer. You know what I mean? Yeah, So I think Ruben would be smart. So at least for right now, link with him and then maybe like talk to like Oso on the side and be like, hey, look, So poor man, I feel sorry for Oso, man. This dude is like, yo, Franklin, I need you, take this nigga out. Take him out. My family, you know what I mean? This dude's desperate. I'll be really upset if he doesn't make it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if no one makes it at the end of this, season. But also for me personally, I feel like because he was one of the characters that really at the very beginning never ever wanted to do any of this shit. You know what I mean? And he got sucked into it, you know what I mean? And it would be awesome if there was like at least one happy ending in this, you know what I mean? So yeah, but and V at times I saw that tummy. I saw that tummy at times.
Finally, right? Yeah, you could see
finally, yeah. Was talking about so so we'll see where it's at next week. But but other than that, no, really great episode. A lot of emotion in this episode, and I would say even like the actress who played Louie, she was great too. Even though I hate Louie, but I think the actress was great. So I would say the acting between her, Jerome, Franklin, like you know what I mean. All these people, like it was just on point. You know what I mean. And special shout out to Paige Kennedy because I thought the dude killed it as Percy. So, yeah.
But the hatred and cringiness of him shows his excellence as an actor because we believe that he was a dirty, nasty pimp who's about to do terrible things to Louie. And she was after being tortured extensively. I mean, I did not think it was going to go this far. And I was like, damn it, they really taking it to this woman. I was like, but she got to make it out of this. So I was like, but Jerome ain't going to make it. People thought, did y'all notice that Leon was getting his hair done when Wanda told him that, hey, Franklin's on the phone and he sounds concerned. And then somehow his hair was done by the time that they went on mission. So I'm like,
it was done in the car.
Yeah, he's like, yo, bro, I know you stressed, but I got to get these roles together. And then
I go out looking like this.
I will be there as soon as my hair is done. And then we go go save Louis. So she probably wouldn't have been tortured as long if his hair was wrong.
Somebody come and braid my hair.
I was
Somebody braid my hair.
As we go down the road of bad decisions, I like to put V on the list. Again, make bad decisions. But again, we said she was coerced in that situation. Sissy also made a bad decision to me. Because why are you deciding to stay in the projects? Because you think that a white man who works for the CIA, though, is too scared to come into the projects and get y'all.
Like, yeah, I was like, so you think Crash can't come through the projects on his, intergovernmental orders, take you out, bring you to a police station, and then anything can happen to you in that police station.
Right? Or remember, Leon is probably going to get murdered by Dion. So Leon really don't have that much control of the said projects, but somehow that didn't get mentioned to Sissy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to establish his own government or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, Sissy, you are putting yourself in a very, very bad situation. Like, this doesn't make sense. The hood will protect me. When fucking Wanda is like, I can't stay here because I'm going to be on crack tomorrow. Like, this is not where I want to be. So what? I was like, no, get your son to set you up somewhere. Send your ass back to Cuba. Why has she not mentioned Ruben at all in any way? Like, where's Ruben? Why is he not helping me or whatever?
Remember, she's like on this whole thing where she's just done with everything. That's what they're doing with the character. She's done. She told Franklin she is done. She is giving up.
Off camera, we should have had a conversation somewhere. She should have been like, hey, Ruben, I'm done with this bullshit. Because that was their whole mission. That's the whole reason why she's back. And it's like, never mind. Like, it's like we just stopped.
Yeah, we talked about that last episode. Was like, at the beginning of the season, I want Teddy dead. And now it's just, I could care less.
Yeah. And then to your point of blaming people for, like, again, Louis made decisions. That's why we're all here. We should blame Louis. Like, again, fucking Sissy and crew should be like, Franklin, why the fuck am I living in the projects? You are putting us all in danger. Your revenge plot is putting all of us in danger. So why are we listening or following you? Like, this is not a good role for us. But they're like, it's okay, son. You're going to keep us going. Let's get to the comments. I blame Franklin for Uncle Jerome's death because Franklin should have never called Jerome, or Jerome would have been in Jamaica. He wouldn't have been in Jamaica, but
he wouldn't have been in Jamaica, but he wouldn't have been there either.
Yeah, he was doing a drop,
Kane would have killed Louis. Yeah, he definitely would have. Yeah. Well, she would have got raped, and then eventually
he would have continued to rape her to death.
Yeah,
and they would have beat her and beat her and raped her and beat her until she died.
Why did he want the cop anyway? I can't remember.
He's the one that shot him.
He's the one who shot him.
Yeah.
Oh.
He shot his boy too.
Yeah, killed his boy too. Franklin could have left Louis in the building. He only went back because he loves his uncle. True. But I was like, he didn't want to see her raped like that. The Nicki Minaj lyrics was a Megan Thee Stallion diss. Just to get back to music. I'm in love with Franklin. That's your thing. Buckley was in the car smoking crack. Yes, he was. So was Buckley dead? Was he the one dead in that car?
No, he was high off
that.
No, the car, when it crashed through the thing and they shot up the car.
Oh yeah, and they were like, "Oh shit!"
Oh yeah.
Like,
that was King, that was his boy, right? That was the dude.
I don't know who that was. I was trying to figure that out.
I thought that was King. Was it Kane's boy or something?
We don't know. I thought it was Buckley, like, finally coming to the rescue, but I
guess
not.
Buckley did not.
No, not the cop. It definitely wasn't the cop. No.
Right.
No, that dude's passed out.
Yeah, that was a darker guy. He was darker than
and they really didn't show his face. I mean, Buckley would have got a face, and they would have acknowledged his, exits. If it was him. Yeah. I wanted more Percy than one episode. He was hilarious. He was. Y'all think Peaches will be at the funeral? Apparently, yes.
Oh, yep. I do.
And he
so as far as the funeral goes, I heard that OKC people. I mean, not OKC. Little Rock, Arkansas people are going to be there. The people that the family members they tried to set up with the drug thing. Yeah. And I thought that was weird that the city that they chose is the city that the next president is from.
The next president of the United States?
Yeah, because Bill Clinton was from
Oh, he talking about
Little Rock
time-wise.
fucking song.
Time-wise. He's
Oh,
like,
oh.
no.
I was like, what?
Whoa. It's 1987.
No, you got your years off, dude.
Bush is gonna be the next president.
I'm about to say, yeah, Clinton. Yeah.
I thought we're in 87. Okay,
Yeah, we're 87,
Yeah,
88 at best. Yeah. So like Reagan is still in there.
Jamani over here trying to connect dots. Like, I see.
I see.
Doing. The Earth is flat.
Sorry, buddy.
No, the moon landing ain't real.
We got the Bush years. That being said, I am disappointed that we're not getting into the Iran-Contra thing. Like, I guess I'm wrong, but I was very disappointed.
The niggas to talk about this shit.
They could squish that all into one in the last episode.
That's how this operation.
Oh, I guess Teddy. I guess Teddy would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I thought, and that was the whole thing. So I mean, I guess they're not going to go that route. Veronique just signed her and her baby's death certificate by staying with Franklin. That's what I said. The Buckley OD in the car.
But what else could she do?
Huh?
Yeah. No, I was just saying I don't know what else she could do. Like, I mean, if she said, "Hey, I'm gonna be with my mother," I think if she wasn't pregnant, she probably wouldn't be afraid that Franklin's going to try to keep her. But you gotta know, but he's gonna probably be like, "Yo, that's my baby you got in there. Like, I ain't letting you go nowhere." Like, I'm wondering. That's probably what she was thinking, which is why she's like, "Okay, I'll stay."
So that's what Kim and Stacey were discussing, and I understand.
I think that too. I was hoping, to your point though, I was hoping that we get another scene when she has a phone and she makes a private call to her mom to be like, hey, I'm not stupid, but that wasn't the moment to leave my murdering like baby daddy. Like, we need. But you can't reveal the betrayal yet. You can't reveal that she betrayed her yet. That's too early. All right, it'll come in another episode.
I think that when she finds out that Jerome is dead, I think she's like, "Oh, I got to get the fuck away from you."
I don't think it's like Jerome that much, but I mean,
no. But I'm saying that she sees more and more people around Franklin are dying, like in that proximity. It's just like, okay, I got to get away. Like,
no, I think she already has it in her head to get away.
I know, but I'm saying like, like the straw that broke the camel's back, that one thing that's gonna put her over the edge.
That one thing was killing Teddy's dad.
Like
in front of her and her mother. That was it. Right now, her mind is working. She's getting her eggs in a row. She knows what she got to do to get out of there, but she can't do it. She couldn't do it at that moment that her mother wanted her to.
She ain't producing no eggs at the moment. Since
Chris.
Really, Chris? Really, Chris?
You said she's
anyway.
Put up on. But to the Power Book 4 Force theme song. This is another show where the lyrics become relevant, because once again Louis was like, I want that money, power, respect. I was like, oh shit. I was like, is 50 about to walk up in here? And like this, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, but she said it. This is the second show where someone said that shit. I was like, these lyrics are real.
Isn't that the name of the game? I mean, that is what
I'm gonna say. Way
money,
before
power,
all
respect.
That.
I was like, but this is my first time.
Even Kim said even before 50.
I was like, I just feel like it's just interesting that like it's coming up to be like maybe we should not be so hard on the theme song. Like maybe it's actually like pretty relevant. That's what I'm saying.
Terrible.
No, the song is terrible.
Kim song, okay? That was a good song when it was.
I'm about to say Lil Kim was the one that popularized.
That was a banging song.
Yeah. I don't know how you chose 50 Cent for that, but Lil Kim is the icon for money,
Kim
power,
made
respect.
that song. Yeah,
Well, the locks.
Yeah.
The locks. Yeah.
The locks. So now
but Lil Kim made the song. I'm saying it may have been the lock, but Lil Kim is the one that made the song what it is. Right.
Louis is the true definition of a narcissist. Y'all, I think there's a lot of gender bashing going on right here.
Exactly.
Because this is that bullshit. For y'all to be
if
like,
she was a man, nobody would
about what?
About this whole she's like, identity worth dying for? Self-respect, yes, it is worth it. Like to be seen is worth it. Franklin's bullshit.
Is there a fight in the comments?
I don't agree with that. I agree. No, she's taking it to a whole nother level. To be seen by drug dealers, I can understand being seen by society, being seen by regular people, by drug dealers because they're men. They don't see you because you're a woman. But that's worth your life? Absolutely not.
She could have took her money and went legit.
Yeah, David. And that's what I was saying. I was like,
y'all weren't saying that bullshit when Franklin was saying. Because Franklin was like, I want to be respected.
I personally think Franklin is wrong. He should just leave and be gone.
Exactly.
Like all that he's doing is wrong.
Yeah.
He's wrong.
We all were saying that Franklin was wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying she's a horrible messenger.
I would say a lot. I think I just did a lot of gender bashing. Like all she said was she's
how's that gender bashing?
No,
You can't say gender bashing without actually really backing it up.
Franklin is wrong. Louis is wrong. They're all both wrong.
Then there's no gender bashing if you admit both.
No. It is every time when they're like, oh, she's manipulating him. Like once the Jerome was a happy drug dealer.
No. Well, she did manipulate him. Sorry, she did a lot of times. She used to manipulate him all the time. Okay, Jerome. So what we gonna do? And da. Come on.
Okay, he manipulated her too. Stop.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of manipulation. Even Franklin manipulated people.
Oh, that's how he got from point A to point B. I'm just saying when Louis all of a sudden got in charge of the organization, all of a sudden she was the bitch and she was controlling Jerome and making Jerome do all this shit.
But that's what
she did.
He was a big grown ass man. He could have just been like, I'm out. You go over there.
Left.
I'm just gonna be over here.
I don't know.
He didn't.
He
did. He stayed. He was cool. And I understand. He was cool into the cops put him in the hospital. And he was like,
well, I'll put it to you this way: she wanted to be controlling, and they should have let her be controlling because that whole Scully man boy situation she was 100% correct, but they wouldn't listen.
Exactly.
So I think she is on the whole trip of I was wrong, I was right so many times and didn't get listened to. Now I'm in charge. I want the opportunity to actually be able to have my voice heard and actually have my, what I'm saying followed.
And that would have been a much better speech. And also, true, and that would help the audience be like, oh, she's not like that's actually true. Because there's been plenty of times because she's a woman that they're like, shut the fuck up, this is man shit. And if she's like, wait a minute, guys, you probably don't want to do this. But in the beginning, it was Jerome who said and told Franklin, leave cocaine alone. That is the white people's drug. That's the Mexicans. What happened to the Mexicans? You remember when they were in charge of cocaine? Remember that? Like, what happened? Also, crack is a national-wide operation. Why doesn't Teddy just pack his shit up and move to, I don't know, Atlanta, DC, New York City? Like, how is it the Saint family is the only location at this point in history where crack can be sold?
Because he wants to admit he's got a grudge with Franklin.
Well, now he has a grudge with Franklin. Yeah. But it's just like in the big scheme of things, he really could have been like, after Dad exposed the operation, you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna move to the other coast and find some other drug dealers to
no, he likes controlling. He liked controlling Franklin. He loved it. He loved to manipulate him. He did.
That's what he does for a living, though. So I mean, it wasn't personal.
But he wanted to do it to Franklin because he was like, you're not the boss. I'm the boss, and I'm going to show you I'm the boss.
He does that to everybody.
No, and it was personal because he was off the job, and he came back and killed the guy who was selling the drugs to Franklin at the beginning of the 5th season, so that he could be back in his spot.
Yes, he wants to fuck with Franklin specifically.
It's not. I disagree. When he killed that,
then why didn't he go somewhere else? Why didn't he go to a different drug dealer?
It's more. He would have worked with Louis. Like Franklin could have left. I'm saying it's the show for that part. But I'm saying he was the drug distributor. He went back into the game, which is why he killed that dude, because that dude was unstable and he was about to get caught. So that guy was not a good dealer in the first place. He was too flashy, which is why Teddy put him down. I'm saying,
Big Meech.
But it's personal. I think with the killing thing. I mean, of course. But I love Teddy's scene with Ruben. Like that, he's a masterful actor.
I was confused.
He did
when Ruben was making the tea, and I was like, is he gonna poison?
Right.
That's what I thought. Right? I thought he was putting poison in there.
Right. And he drank it, and he was like, and I was like,
is it poison?
But nothing happened. And I was like, what?
I'm gonna take both of us out, bitch.
But Teddy was a master. Like he walked in like, hey, friend, how are you? But then he turned into, I could murder you at any time. Please don't get this twisted.
Then he's a psychopath.
Coming out, do you? Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was like, or I could just tell everybody that you're gay, right? I mean, I could do that too, but or you could work with me, or I can still murder you. Anyway, you have a good day. I was like, this dude, beast.
Can I borrow some tea?
Ruben was like, what the fuck do I do? he was like, you're under surveillance. I have your all together, but we're just friends, right?
This is the same guy that found a message in a screw. So I'm like, what?
What? He sounds like his skills have no bounds. In season 1 and 2 is more realistic. When he was like doing the research and he found out, oh boy, and that kind, it was a little bit. But now he's just like, wait, I smell Russians here. I think it was Ivan. I know him. Wait, it's like this is a.
This room smells like Badusi. Okay.
He's like, no, just
Like, what?
actually, because ain't no pussy because he gay. But it'd be like,
I said Badusi. That's a different hole.
Oh, my fault. Thank you. Speaking of holes, is Parissa gonna make it out of here? I hope she.
I hope not.
She needs to be murdered. Like next.
Wait, you said who? Who?
Parissa, the Iranian.
Oh my God! No, just shoot her in the head.
Damn.
What was that tiger? Or what was the tiger? Maybe the tiger eater. It's still out there roaming around somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
They ain't catch him.
No, the tiger needs to be like the little boy in The Wire. Like just comes out of nowhere. Like Teddy's at the fucking. He's about to go pick his girl up and ride off into the sunset.
And there's like Omar or some shit.
Like, tiger just comes up and eats him. Wow. Like, oh shit! You forgot about the tiger. I was like, oh damn. I was like,
no, that's how the show will end. The show credits and then one last scene, like the end credit scene, and then Parissa's just walking across the street and the tiger just comes.
She's the only one to tell the tale of her man Teddy, and the fucking tiger eats her. I was like, we told you tiger was coming back. Humans kill gays. What the? I don't know what you're doing. Louis is the female version of Frank. I don't know what you're doing. I was like, I agree with that. I agree that both of them were like in that same kind of mind space. Because again, both of them started the cocaine operation. Really, it was Louis that helped Franklin move the brick, and he was like, "Hey, we can build this together." And Jerome was like, "I don't know about this." Then he got on board because he got his own beat shop and everything, and then he got jewelry, and then he like his ass whooped. If Teddy comes out on top in the end, this will be the worst storyline. Oh no, he's definitely dead. Like Teddy ain't gonna make it. That's not gonna happen. It's just a matter of fact who's going to kill him, I'd say.
So who do you have on killing Teddy?
CIA.
Yeah.
It needs to be his own. It needs to be his own.
It's going to be his handler. I think it's going to be that guy.
Yeah.
Because remember when he said to him, he was like, this can't come back on us, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I know that's the guy who's going to do it. He's going to definitely.
Teddy is going to get a Denzel Washington from Training Day / Queen Latifah and Set It Off death. To be in this car and all of a sudden just get lit up. Come on,
pop.
Just get lit the fuck up. That's what Teddy's going to get. I'm telling you, he's going to get lit the fuck up by CIA.
Mayor of Kingstown.
Or it could be Breaking Bad.
Bring the tiger, and the tiger is going to climb through the fucking window.
What the hell?
I was like, yeah, that's how Teddy's going to. Yeah.
Or it could be Breaking Bad, where he just gets a phone call a couple days later, and it's Ruben. That tea you drunk had something in it, had some rice in her, something, whatever.
Teddy's too smart for that. I wouldn't buy that. I would say that Teddy's an idiot then if he fell for that drink trick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that would be
I don't know about that one.
I don't know. If he had the long-term plan, maybe Ruben has the long-term plan. And somehow
but it was kind of weird that they kind of zoomed in on the coffee thing.
Right.
They did.
That was very strange. If it didn't mean anything, then that was dumb. But it feels like it meant something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really feels like it meant something.
It's supposed to.
Because I'm like, the KGB is famous for poisoning.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they do.
Kim, remember, this is a whole other channel, a whole other show, but remember, we watched the man take a pee, and the pee touched the fucking toilet seat, and that went nowhere. And we studied it for so long, we were like, the pee has to be something. Look
at the angle. Nothing. Look how he's standing over the toilet, and the pee just hits.
Yes, and it means nothing.
Mike is gonna come home and find the pee and be like, Jimmy Baxter was in my house.
Damn,
I know the taste of pee. It was him.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other effect show.
It tastes very Italian.
Which one, Jemani?
I thought you were talking about the other effect show, The Patient, where they did the same thing.
When the guy kept peeing because he was drinking all those 7-Eleven drinks, the coffee.
Yeah.
And it's like every episode, like.
But you know what that was? Because I watched a couple of recaps, and they were saying they feel like it was about, like, Steve Carell is a comedian, right? And there were some little parts in there that they let his comedian part come out, right? It's his side. So they feel like that was just like a comic relief kind of thing in such a serious show.
Yeah.
Right. Because Steve Carell's facial expressions were funny because he was like, damn, like, you know, that's what that was about. So
that was Ricky who died in the car.
oh, who's Ricky?
Ricky's Kane's guy.
Yeah,
that got
that's
shot
what I
up
was
in the
saying.
car.
Yeah.
He said Ricky. I just didn't know who Ricky was. I mean, you watch again, he's like, oh shit, Ricky. But I was like, who the fuck is Ricky?
I don't know.
That's the guy. That was like the guy that Franklin
went to the
while
store.
King was in the hospital.
Oh,
okay.
damn.
Okay.
Oh,
We didn't see him a lot because I don't.
He was brown skin. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Okay.
Franklin did right telling Jerome and going to save her. So someone said in the comments, and I can't remember who you were, but I appreciate your comment. They said that last week. They're like Jerome and Franklin are going to team up. Like before she was a kid, they're going to team up and try to save Louis. So I was like, I mean, good on you.
That was the only thing Franklin did that was noble.
Yeah.
You know, in recent episodes. He was like, no, you can, which was weird, right? You can torture her in front of me. You can beat the crap out of her. You can even kill her in front of me, but you can't take her cooch. What?
He's like, I got standards, damn it. Standards. I can't. I was like, I can't have you random up in her like that. You know what I think?
Why did he like? Because remember, Kane was like, I just get the information out of her and then you can kill her. And he could have been like, yeah, and then he just take her home to Jerome instead of killing her.
Yeah, he could have done that.
Also true. Well, I mean, Kane wouldn't have let her leave until she got the information. And she wouldn't
right. Like as I said, she could have told him anything.
Well, Kane said to him, I left her here for you, so that if you want to take the honors, you could.
Right.
He could have killed her if he wanted to, but he didn't actually want to take the kill shot.
Yeah.
He wanted somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
That's true. He didn't have it in him too.
He could have shot her in the shoulder, and then she could have laid there, and then resurrected her later. Hey, all these other shows, people get shot and they just magically are alive in the next episode.
Or
she'll be in an arm sling on a beach.
That's what we're saying. Arm sling. Arm sling, and just like Kane in 2 episodes later, he's walking just fine.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I was thinking about Jason's lyric too. When Jada got shot and she just laid down. It's like, oh, she dead. And then
whoa. No bad words here. Okay.
What?
Jada Pinkett Smith is a bad word.
Oh, yes. I didn't keep her name out of my motherfucking mouth.
That's right. You're gonna get pimp smacked.
Kane was a likable antagonist / villain. He was. I did like him.
I like him at all. I didn't think
he was always dirty. Why was he so dirty?
Cringy. You're talking about his girlfriend gonna leave him because of Louis. Like, no.
Okay, hood niggas do not have to be dirt. Like he had actual dirt on every item of clothing. His pants, his shirt. I was like,
does he look like the type of nigga that will always have a working washing machine? Does he?
He's a drug
dealer.
Yeah,
he's a drug dealer in Compton of the 80s. You act like they living in $500,000 houses.
So you don't think
they can't afford a Whirlpool washer? Stop it.
He had a whole girlfriend. I know she ain't walking around.
You probably didn't even have Maytag. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
But there's a laundromat on every corner.
Where's his colostomy bag? That's my question. I mean, if you got
Lamar
shot,
took it.
Lamar took that bag. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, Lamar got it.
Lamar took
it. He got shot in the bag.
That's mine.
That's what oozed.
They rinse it out and then give it to each other. They share it.
Yeah, they had to share it.
Disgusting. Ew.
Scully is going to be in the arm sling. That's right, because he got shot and felt nothing. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you're bleeding, bro. You got a bullet.
He was bleeding, but he was in so much. He was really in like awe of what is happening.
He's like, oh, I'm so hurt. I was like, Kane still owned Franklin Saint for killing for Kevin. True. But yeah, they're never gonna get back with that. Apparently he was over that. But now, so why would Franklin turn on Kane? Besides the fact he somehow loved Louis, he don't need Kane anymore because now he got Leon. So if he's doing all this to sell drugs, to get out the game or whatever, Leon is taking over the project so he can sell the drugs. Kane was his dealer. That's why he was with Kane and / Muscle. But now that Louis is dead and Jerome's dead and Louis there, like there's no need for Muscle at that point, right?
Kane is dead, right?
So I'm saying that's why. But like, why would he turn on Kane? My point is like at this before that he needed Kane. I mean,
I don't think he turned on him. I think it was just like, I don't want my aunt to get fucked. That was it.
No, I think it was more or less.
Well, yeah, that's true. But that was the reason why. I don't think it was like anything that had to do with like their whatever their business
It
arrangement.
didn't make any sense.
It was just about Louis, and it didn't make any sense because that's what I said.
I think it was more about Jerome than it was about Louis. Because I'm thinking,
you can have her get killed, but you can't let her get fucked.
But if you care about Jerome's feelings, why go through the whole war thing in the beginning?
No, I'm saying it was more about Jerome because it's like he can't
face Jerome
necessarily after whatever happens to Louis. He can't necessarily go back to his uncle and be like, I let this happen to her. And I can say that, and he can stand on that and say, well, she had it coming, or
but he that's let what her happened.
Die. So he had to take.
Yes, Kim. That I mean, believe it or not, that's how we react as humans. Like, imagine about hearing on the news someone getting shot and killed. You're like, oh, damn, that sucks. Now imagine instead someone living and hearing that they got gang raped by a bunch of people. You're like, oh my God. Why do we react even more serious about someone who survived and
just went in there and shot her and took her out and then walked back out and just been like, oh well.
Yeah, sure. He he also true. But I mean, I'm just saying, as I would say, moving forward, right? If Franklin still needs to be a drug dealer, he still needs someone to deal his drugs. And so with Dion, with Kane gone, Leon can easily step into that.
Where are they getting the drugs from?
Also true. So that's another thing. So again, Franklin only has a certain amount of drugs that he stole from Louis and Jerome, and that shit's gonna run out eventually, right? But now that fucking Teddy is gonna be, I'm here to murder fucking Franklin. Once he finds out that fucking Jerome and Franklin are somewhat working to Louis and Franklin are now a team again. Now he's gonna turn on the whole fucking Saint family. She's out the business either way. That's what I'm saying. Like I mean, so that has now been solved.
So Teddy has no more business. He can't. He has to go and find some new drug dealers, as you were saying.
Yeah, right.
So I'm saying, how is he gonna have his? Is he just gonna give his $73 million to the CIA and say we're done now? Because that's basically what he's saying to Clarissa, is like, it's too much, because I guess he came to the realization that, well, I'm fucked now. Like, if I'm after Franklin,
so he actually wants to keep that money and go off with her.
Well, he's saying that's an option. He said that whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
That's whatever he wants to do. She's like, maybe we just run away with this money. So I'm like, why are we having this conversation? Like, just run away with the money. You know,
I don't trust that woman. I really feel like she might be the one that puts a bullet in Teddy's head. Like maybe Teddy did something to her husband, you know? Like, we don't know.
She's playing the long game.
Yes, she's playing the long game.
And she's gonna be like, now I'm killing you for killing my husband.
Yeah, she's been pretending all this time.
Oh, Buckley's
that money in the bank account. He gives her access to the money, and then she just shoots him in the head.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Did you see DeMarcus's comment? Yeah. Buckley's dead as shit. Buckley is yes. Yeah. Louis is going to put a bullet in his head.
So,
especially if they find him and he's still on drugs, if he's still high when they find him, oh man.
So I hear you, but the thing is, she doesn't know that he was supposed to be there, right? Like, it's only Jerome who knew.
But he's not supposed to be doing drugs either.
Also true, but I mean, I'm saying, so like, I mean, right. Well, according to the trailer, she's more mad at Franklin than anything else. So most of the episode is going to be her belling Franklin for everything, and the funeral and that kind of stuff. The writing is kind of lacking, in my opinion, for the final season. Be more specific. I thought the writing is much better than most of the drug shows we were watching.
I think it means compared to the previous seasons. I think it's what he's.
No, this is better than the last.
Well, the first season we had John, right? John Singleton.
Yeah.
So, I think the second, right? The second was he?
Yeah, I think second. I
think the third he died.
First and second, yeah.
But I'm like, I still say this is a strong ending. I mean, we've seen a lot of shows go downhill extremely quickly, especially in the last season. And I'm like, so this show is still holding up, because at this point they would have killed off 5 major characters. This is Power Book 6, Power Book 1 at this point. Because every episode, a major character was dying, to the point we stopped caring. I'm like, shit.
Then they did two. Then they started doing two people dying.
Yeah, to rush that shit. Like, oh shit.
It up, yeah.
I was like, remember Drake shot that dude? Who? Don't worry about it. Let's just keep it moving. Bodies. Much better than season 5. That's a question. I would say It's building. I disagree. I think the story is building, and it's building well, and they have to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Like these people have to go. Jerome was going to die. Everybody I think I agree with that. And it's not going to be a happy ending for these people. So I mean,
do you think they're going to keep Franklin alive because he's based on Ricky Ross?
No, because his name ain't Ricky Ross in the show. His name ain't Ricky Ross in the show, so therefore he got to
go. He got to go. He had a true change of heart. Man, F her. But I can't let my uncle find out without telling Uncle Louis that mattered. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think Jumanji was maybe more about Jerome than it was about Louis. But again, this is like he had standards. I don't know. Because once you start once you start being branded, I'm like, you know what? I need to do something about this because this is going too far.
Yeah, that was a little much. But we say that because she was a woman, but men have been tortured like that forever.
I was about to say, have y'all not watched Yellowstone? Yellowstone,
yeah.
all the people like.
No, I haven't watched Yellowstone yet. No.
Yeah. Branding is only happening to men. It's like, you know what I mean?
I was like, I don't know. Anyway,
would it be the animals? I thought it would be the animals.
No, man, no. Like Yellowstone literally is a cowboy version of Sopranos. Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. It starts off, first couple episodes start slow, but it picks up.
Yeah, I keep falling asleep on the first episode.
I don't blame him.
He does have an attention problem. But well, that's why we want to watch Mayor Kingstown. It's just shooting them up in action and occasional silliness. But
he says Franklin is not going to die. That's too predictable. Well, I mean, Jerome wasn't too. I mean, that was predictable too. But you know,
it happened.
Yeah.
Just predict. I don't know. And when we ended Power Book 1, I was talking about like predictable and inevitable. Like certain things just have to happen, right? Like I'm like Ghost dying was inevitable. Like it was if they lay it out. Franklin dying.
He's still crying about that.
Huh?
He's still crying about that.
Yeah, he yeah. I'm like, everybody's success but him. I would be upset too. Like, I mean,
but just go ahead and name names and say, hey, this person did this. Like, you sitting there throwing shade at who exactly? Like, who you mad at? Tell us.
Yellowstone is that fire. Yeah, I don't know.
I concur.
Maybe I need to skip to the middle of the season and start there.
I don't know. And Chris, give it 2 thumbs up. I don't know.
So who does anybody think also? Who is going to kill also?
I hope he doesn't die.
Teddy,
the lion.
Teddy. Damn it! It might be Teddy. If he does die, it probably is going to
the tiger.
The tiger.
Yeah.
The tiger get him. No, I would say
if the tiger eats him, would that be racist?
What?
Well, never mind. I'll explain it off camera.
What about those Mexicans?
I can't be on record saying what I'm about to say. I can't be on record saying what I'm about to say.
There's some Mexicans in like season 5 or something, and then the Mexicans are going to come back for revenge.
You get it, Chris. That's right. The Mexicans who owned the tiger. The Mexicans was trying to kill them, so maybe they come back. The Mexicans just in general. The Mexicans were important for like 2-3 seasons, and then they just said, "Fuck it." You know, we'll just focus on
that lady, and then she just disappeared.
Yeah, she went to New York and just lived her best life. Like she just
went, like just. You know, hey, nobody else just quit the game, but she can just be like, I'm out.
It was like, I can't go get her. I'll make a whole new family with somebody's wife and kids that aren't his.
Right.
I can't.
Where did kids come from?
She went to New Mexico and got shot in the head. On Breaking Bad.
I was like, I can't. What?
That's the same actress from Breaking Bad who was in New Mexico and got shot in the head. Jesse's girl.
I did not know that. Yellowstone is like Western gangsters. Yes, Chris, second that. Teddy will kill also. I just feel like, especially since he's so scared of him. I think we said this. Franklin will fail to kill Teddy. Teddy will figure out it's obviously Oso who put me in this situation, and then he's gonna go kill Oso. So it will be Franklin's fault. Like and
everything's Franklin's fault.
Everything is Franklin's fault.
Yeah.
Or it could be the handler after they kill Teddy. You know, they're just cleaning the house and they come back and get Oso, you know, as a part of all of that.
It won't be as tragic if Teddy doesn't do it. Like that would make it sad. Like the handler will kill Teddy though, because then he was like, shit, who did I do this for the same government that's gonna kill you? Like, oh shit. Like, I guess so.
What if also like dies in a wrestling accident or something? Maybe.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
That would be
hey, Rocky, one last time in the ring. One last time. He fucking breaks his neck. That would be hilarious. Anyway, all right, we gotta wrap this shit up so we can get to some silliness. Which is the mayor of Kingstown. So Jamani, anything else?
It was a great episode. I just thought when he came in drunk, I thought he was gonna, instead of he's always saying that he's out for the past 2 episodes, I thought he was gonna finally say when he was drunk, he was gonna walk in and say Jerome's in the house, like on Martin. But
show hasn't come out yet, but that's still good. That would have been good, time wise. Chris, anything else?
No, I do feel like we are going to see Ruben group up with Teddy. I think that's going to be a given. It's just going to be more of seeing what's the next big body that's going to be dropping in the next episode or so. So, yeah.
All right. Kim, anything else?
No. I was looking at what Dominique said. He said, yeah, but it seems like all the drug shows don't show happy endings because there isn't a happy ending when you're a drug dealer. You're either dead or you're in jail. Right. Or you're on the run forever until they catch you, right?
Or
so
you run a record
you
label.
always have to look behind your back and right.
How would it look? How would a drug dealing show with a happy ending even look like?
Is he becoming a 2.5 billionaire?
And then he can become a rapper or something like that.
Stacey's like just.
But imagine if like somebody just said that Franklin's going to give also the passcodes. Imagine if Franklin is dying and also is the last man standing, and Franklin goes into his into his jacket and he pulls out the passwords and the username and says, here also take this and run with your family. That's a happy ending, right?
Yeah, technically speaking. Yeah, I mean, well, like hell, even the Wire, like some of the people had, somewhat happy endings. Jordy didn't, but but there were a few that did. So you know what I mean?
Like I think we're all.
But I just doubt that it'll happen. I don't know. I don't know what's coming up. And I really don't want to speculate because I just enjoy the show. Period. I think it has its moments where stuff doesn't make sense, like all these shows. But I am definitely it captures my attention. And I would want to see the next episode, right? Because these actors are brilliant. They are brilliant. And if they don't get some type of award, even though they don't need awards, because their performances speak for itself. But someone should recognize them, even if it's our own people, like the NAACP. They should give them something because all of them did really well. I think Louis did well. That actress did well. I think Stacey, what?
Are we giving NAACP Image Awards for drug dealers?
What they gave one to
and we only do it for our own people. And don't we only do it for our people?
Didn't Omari give
one? Yeah. No, most of the Power Crew got some.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
because they realize it's a show in their acting. So therefore, they can get awards for acting.
We support our
But for NAACP awards, should we also only give it to just our people? And we're going to give it to maybe Franklin?
People, it says colored people.
No. But it actually, I think Joseph Sakura got one. And there's been other people who've got one that weren't.
I gotta look that up. He maybe got nominated. I don't.
But there's people who've been Latino. There's been Asian. There's been
Latinos are colored.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, yeah,
no, I'm talking about American colored. Is what I'm saying. What I'm trying to get at.
Well, because that's.
I'm talking about. I'm basically saying if Franklin gets.
It's
okay. All right. I'm gonna die on this hill. I'm gonna die on this hill.
I'm just saying that I hope that they are recognized because they all did a really good job, because we actually hate the characters that we should hate and we like the characters that we should like, right?
Which ones were you supposed to hate though?
Teddy, Franklin, Louis. I mean, Scully. For a second, we hated Scully, but Scully.
How ironic would it be? How ironic would it be if Teddy was the only one that won?
Why we don't hate Leon? He killed a child.
Well, Leon did not.
Moved his crackhead wife into the project.
Okay, well let me say something about Leon. Okay, Leon is absolutely wrong for what he's doing with his wife, right? He's wrong. But Leon did not intentionally kill the wife and the baby. They were shooting at him. He shot back. And unfortunately, that dumb bitch is running around with her goddamn baby in a car when she knew that Scully was hot at the moment. And she shouldn't have done that because she's in the car with drug dealers. What do you think happens? Sometimes people get shot up in cars. They get shot walking around. So that was her fault. That was partly her fault.
All right.
So Leon's definitely gonna have like a bad. He's not for this world. But I'm just saying, Leon. All of the actors that really can I finish this point? They did a great job, and we like the ones that we like, and we hate the ones that we hate, and we love the ones that we were supposed to love. So therefore,
there are no good people on this show. There are no good people on the show.
There are no good people on the show.
Sissy ain't good.
She was
helped her little trifling child launder money and run drugs. She sure did.
That's right.
Which one?
Sis, the mama.
Oh no, Sissy's not. No. Yeah. She started out good, and
the only one that tried to do something was Alton. And
Alton tried. Alton did try to be a good person. He did, and
then the cop that was next door that Franklin shot in the head.
Oh, you know what? The cop is dead, but like Melanie or Melody's dad. Got shot as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens to good people. That's happening to good people.
Yeah.
But you're right.
He was a single dad trying to raise his daughter, and he just didn't want the drugs to be going on in his neighborhood. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He was a good character, but they killed him off. We knew that was going to happen, right? Yeah. So, but anyway, I am enjoying the show, and it's a shame that John Singleton can't see how successful his show was, and that he picked the right people to do his show. And that they're doing him a solid. Like this is going to go down in history as a pretty damn good show, like a really good show.
One of his characters right here.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And he created.
Did he do good on that other show that he tried to do that we tried to
do South Central. Remember, he tried to do South Central, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that all black show was shit. I
it was bad. And wasn't Tate on there? Lorenz Tate was on there. He starred on it.
I didn't finish it.
Yeah, they sent
John Singleton did that?
Whoa, okay, whoa. I think we're missing stories up. You're talking about South Central, I would imagine.
Yeah, South Central, wasn't it? Yeah.
I didn't watch that show. Stacy's talking about that silly comedy we watched on All Black that Jerome was in, like, because he was a dead.
Oh, that one. I remember that one. The one where he was dead and there was the Haitians.
Yeah, that
Haitian.
Silly shit.
They kept talking to Haitian, and the mama was like sucking her teeth and talking to Haitian.
Yes,
she was like, "Stop sucking your teeth."
Yeah,
we couldn't get through that one. Anyway, okay, that's my rant. I'm done.
Stacy, after what you got, Stacy? What you got?
Everybody's gonna die, and I'm here for it. Louis can live.
No.
There you go.
He'll go to Oklahoma or wherever, Arkansas, and set up shop.
Start the spinoff.
Set up a strip club.
It's the what?
Strip club. It's gonna be like P Valley with drugs.
Oh, okay. In Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, they got booty dancers there. Anything else?
Shut up, Chris.
A strip club.
Leave the red balls
in the
alone.
80s. Is Monique gonna be there?
I was like, is who gonna be there?
I said, is Monique gonna be there?
Oh shit! No, let's not do that. I want the Uncle Clifford from Angel. That's what I want. I was like, only three episodes, still none. Same thing with Legacy, which is a good show if they ever actually finish.
So they only did 3, and that's it.
That's it.
Still, that's why I didn't even bother watching.
I was like,
why BET so trifling?
I don't. It's BET, man.
It's
BET Plus. That's Tyler Perry.
No. Tyler
Perry could afford to finish a season.
I know, bro. 3 episodes, bro. This ain't England. Like shit. I was like you're supposed to get at least 5. Anyway, all right, guys. That is the episode. Johnny from Arkansas, aka Gennard from Power Book 4, is going to be the next episode of Jerome's funeral. So we will see the Arkansas crew there.
That with the ear.
But anyway,
I'm telling you, Peach is gonna be right there. Peach is gonna be right there.
I need the AIDS to be real. I need to be like, I'm sorry, I don't feel good. Here's your money. I'm
They're gonna
strapped.
take him off life support and he just dies.
I know, right? Yeah. It's like hit the button, please.
This doesn't
let me go down in the same casket with my boy Jerome, please.
I was like, damn. I was like, thank you guys very much for watching. We do appreciate you. If you like hanging out with us, again, Kim and Stacey and I will do Mayor of Kingstown, saying goodbye to season 2 today. Tomorrow we have Godfather of Harlem. We will say goodbye to that show. We will say hello to Yellow Jackets, and we will discuss in Swarm, the serial killer story taking the internet by storm. And
it's not based off Beyonce, folks. Apparently,
it's not.
No, it is, but she's going around. Homegirl's going around saying it's not based off of Beyonce and the Beehive.
What else is she gonna say?
Right,
true.
True. Like they would. It's a lot going on. Anyway,
like they chose a Beyonce lookalike to play her at the end of this episode, because I'm like, Chloe Bailey played Beyonce in was it Fighting Temptations? She played the younger version of
Beyonce.
Yeah, she played her as a little girl.
Oh yeah, she did.
Really?
Her face being superimposed on Nyjah is actually.
What's the point of that?
That whole ending was like, what the fuck? Like it was so artsy. Man. I was like, that's what they fucked up. Like everything was going well until the ending.
I don't know.
Episode 6 and 7, I was just like, why?
David, I have a theory on that, which I'll bring up.
Okay. We will. Yeah. So anyway, we might have a full crew tomorrow. I'm trying to get everybody here because a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things happen. But we'll do Swarm tomorrow, one way or the other. If you're interested in Double Cross, that probably will be next weekend. Once I get my stuff together, because my checking and my savings, and all my money's in my savings, so I got to transfer funds to pay for All Black. It's gonna take for $5.99. Like, damn it, I'm not getting the $5.99. Fuck All Black. I was like,
oh my god, somebody put From in the comments.
That's right, From. Fuck Chris. Fuck Stacey. So From will be next month after Godfather Harlem ends this week. But yeah, From season 2 will be with us. So we'll be doing that without the haters.
We got Jamani on our side.
Jamani joined the team.
Right.
But the 2 haters not.
I'll be in the comments section.
Thank you.
Let's go, Stacey.
Stacey.
Stacey, we're gonna get our troll on. We're gonna get our troll on.
I'll be twerking in the chat.
I'll tell you one thing right now. From season 2 is way better than Yellow Jacket season 2.
I was like, I'm gonna hang up on you.
What season 2?
He said From season 2 will be better than Yellow Jackets.
Season 2, yeah. Because
I put you like this. Yellow Jacket. I haven't even seen the second season of Yellow Jackets to even say anything about.
Yeah. Well, after you watch it,
neither has he. So
I think Jamani was trying to do a jab. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, he tried to be funny.
But trust me, I ain't that married on Yellow Jackets for that to